Lesson 108. To give and to receive are one in truth. Welcome to the Qigong support for A Course in Miracles students. I'm Judith and you're at the Lucid Mind Center. First, we're going to read the Course in Miracles lesson together. We're going to contemplate it together as well. And then afterwards, I'm going to invite you to come and do a Qigong class together with me, suitable for this particular Course in Miracles lesson. Before we start, please make sure to subscribe to my channel so more Course in Miracles students can find me and grow this community. And at the end, let me know how this has gone for you, where you're watching from, and how long you've been with A Course in Miracles. Let's begin. Lesson 108. To give and to receive are one in truth. Vision depends upon today's idea. So today we are focusing on vision. The light is in it, for it reconciles all seeming opposites. And what is light except the resolution, born of peace, of all your conflicts and mistaken thoughts into one concept, which is wholly true. Even that one will disappear because the thought behind it will appear instead to take its place. And now we are at peace forever, for the dream is over now. True light, which makes true vision possible, is not the light the body's eyes behold. It is a state of mind which has become so unified that darkness cannot be perceived at all. And thus what is the same is seen as one, while what is not the same remains unnoticed, for it is not there. This is the light which shows no opposites. And vision, being healed, has power to heal. This is the light that brings you peace of mind to other minds. To share it and be glad that they are one with you and with themselves. This is the light which heals because it brings single perception based upon one frame of reference from which one meaning comes. Here are both giving and receiving seen as different aspects of one thought, whose truth does not depend on which is seen as first, nor which appears to be in second place. Here it is understood that both occur together, that the thought remain complete. And in this understanding is the base on which all opposites are reconciled, because they are perceived from the same frame of reference which unifies this thought. One thought completely unified will serve to unify all thought. This is the same as saying one correction will suffice for all correction, or that to forgive one brother wholly is enough to bring salvation to all minds. For these are but some special cases of one law which holds for every kind of learning, if it be directed by the one who knows the truth. Now, this is one idea which I find very interesting, very startling as well. So if we manage to forgive that one person wholly, really forgive, then the forgiveness is done. It's almost as if the whole consciousness of the world shifts, moves one ladder up, one step of the ladder up. And it says here, so this is the same as saying one correction will suffice for all correction. Because what we have to change is the thought. We have to change the way we think. And then that what we will see will change as well. Our vision will change with our thoughts. When we begin thinking different, we begin seeing different. We are focusing on different things. So that's why this is, in my opinion, is absolutely the best mind training course there is out there, is because we are first recognizing how the thinking works in the first 50 lessons or so. We are observing our thinking, and then slowly we are starting to change the thinking. We are focusing in a different way. We are building new channels, new pathways in our brain to think in a different pattern. And when this building of new pathways is complete, that is when vision starts, when true vision starts, when you understand that you are throwing your light on everything you see. And it's not the light which we see with our eyes, it is said here, it is saying here. True light, which makes true vision possible, is not the light that the body's eyes behold. It's got nothing to do with what we are seeing with our eyes. It is a state of mind which has become so unified that darkness cannot be perceived at all. And thus what is the same is seen as one, while what is not the same remains unnoticed, for it is not there. That is where the key to vision is. Many of us, when we have started with the Course in Miracles, we believe that we need to see some kind of inner light. But to learn to see with your inner vision is to lay down all the images which you have learned to see through our life. You know, the way we are perceiving things, it is influenced by our senses. But true vision is independent of our senses, of your eyes. It's completely independent. True vision is more like an experience. It's more like, for example, sink into the water, or for example, when you sit in your bathtub. It's not about that you are seeing with your eyes how nice it is to be in a hot bath. It is more an experience with your skin, which is saying, this is so nice. And then this kind of joy expands in your body. So this is the light which the Course is talking about. It's an experience of joy, of happiness, of peace, of being unified. Okay? So one thought completely unified will serve to unify all thoughts. So when we start to think the right way, once we can see it, we can see that the whole world is unified, that nothing is excluded. And in this book, it's about our vision. And when we activate our vision, the people who need to learn from us, they will appear in our life. One thought, completely unified, will serve to unify all thought. This is the same as saying one correction will suffice for all correction, or that to forgive one brother wholly is enough to bring salvation to all minds. For these are but some special cases of one law which holds for every kind of learning, if it be directed by the one who knows the truth. For these are but some special cases of one law which holds for every kind of learning, if it be directed by the one who knows the truth. To learn that giving and receiving are the same has special usefulness, because it can be tried so easily and seen as true. To learn that giving and receiving are the same has special usefulness, because it can be tried so easily and seen as true. And when this special case has proved it always works in every circumstance where it is tried, the thought behind it can be generalized to other areas of doubt and double vision. And from there it will extend and finally arrive at the one thought which underlies them all. So we are always going back. We need to understand that giving and receiving are one, that we are always united, that whatever we see is depending on our decision, what we want to see, where we want to focus on, where we want to give our attention to. So once we understand one part, once we just have understood once we have understood how this idea works. For example, if I have got an idea and I want this idea to grow, I want this idea to be manifested. Say, for example, I want to build a house. If I have got this idea of the house only in my mind, it's going to be very difficult for me alone to build this house if I need bricklayers and I need electricians and so on. But if I go and speak to the architect, and I expand my idea to him, so I am giving it, but at the same time I'm actually receiving, because he has now got my idea as well. My idea has been expanded. And then he draws the architecture plans of the house which I have in my mind. And as we are talking, he is manifesting my idea onto a piece of paper. Then he goes to a builder and shows him what the idea is. Now suddenly there's 3 of us. Something came into my mind. I have shared my idea. The idea has now grown because now there's 2 more people who are seeing my idea. And when the builder then goes to his workers and everybody starts building on this house, hundreds of people who are involved, hundreds of people who have created all the necessary materials to be actually in this building I want to see. So then hundreds of people are actually seeing this vision, which started as an idea, as a thought in my mind. And then you look at every building around you, the room you are in. There has been hundreds of people involved in creating this room. The people who have were involved in making the carpet, the ones which were involved in making the sofa, the cover on the sofa, the people who have created these plants, who have grown these plants, who have the clothes I'm wearing, the clothes you're wearing. Hundreds and hundreds upon hundreds of people were involved in delivering, in producing this product and actually getting it to you. And all this is guided by ideas. So when the course is saying giving and receiving is the same, is to realize that when you are giving your ideas, your thoughts, you're expanding it, and at the same time you're receiving the result of what you have expanded. It is a circle. And that is what this particular chapter, I believe, is trying to express. Let's read it again. To learn that giving and receiving are the same has special usefulness because it can be tried so easily and seen as true. And when this special case has proved it always works in every circumstance where it is tried, the thought behind it can be generalized to other areas of doubt and double vision. Today we practice with the special case of giving and receiving. We will use this simple lesson in the obvious, but it has results we cannot miss. To give is to receive. Today we will attempt to offer peace to everyone and see how quickly peace returns to us. And that is true. When you are offering peace to others, the return of peace is actually almost instant. When you back off your anger, when you look at it differently, when you offer your peace and forgiveness and generosity to others, it returns. Today we will attempt to offer peace to everyone and see how quickly peace returns to us. Light is tranquility, and in that peace is vision given us, and we can see. So we begin the practice periods with the instructions for today and say, to give and to receive are one in truth. I will receive what I am giving now. Then close your eyes and for 5 minutes think of what you would hold out to everyone to have it yours. You might, for instance, say, to everyone I offer quietness. To everyone I offer peace of mind. To everyone I offer gentleness. Say each one slowly and then pause a while, expecting to receive the gift you gave, and it will come to you in the amount in which you gave it. You will find you have exact return, for this is what you asked. It may be helpful too to think of one to whom to give your gifts. He represents the others, and through him you give to all. So you imagine one particular person whom you want to give this gift to. And then you just imagine how you imagine yourself, visualize yourself properly, physically. Visualize yourself that you are giving them this gift. If you have got difficulties visualizing new ideas, then remember scenes where you gave things to somebody. Maybe you gave things to your daughter or your son or to your partner when you actually gave them something physically. Maybe you put a plate in front of them on the table. So you actually now imagine that you're doing this in front of them, but instead of giving them the plate, you are kind of symbolically giving them peace. Just imagine that in your mind. And notice what this does to you. and then also see their reaction of joy and happiness. And then notice how this translates into this world we are seeing around us. There might be interesting things happening around you. Pay attention to that. When you are applying the lesson, what happens, what changes, how the energy changes in the world around you. And as I said before, I really suggest that you write this on a big piece of paper. I'll just show you. This is, for example, one of the lessons I write down. This was lesson 99. And then I actually write it down so I can see it. So when I'm sitting in meditation, I can, if I forget what my lesson is, I can just glance at it and I remember the lesson. Or if I'm doing Qigong, and which is what I'm suggesting you do together with me, then you can actually see what the lesson is as I am reminding you to think of your lesson, so you can see the different things which that particular lesson is suggesting. Like I said, do this. I have got this for every single one of the lessons prepared when I'm preparing the Qigong class for you. So I actually remember what I need to focus on. So what you need to write on this piece of paper: to give and to receive are one in truth. And then write under, I will receive what I am giving now. And then the course is suggesting, to everyone I offer quietness. To everyone I offer peace of mind. So you give them a couple of examples. Write them down also on your piece of paper so you remember what you actually want to offer. Or maybe you could offer something which you know that you are very good at. So maybe if you are naturally peaceful, then you want to give peace. If you are naturally kind, then give kindness. Okay, so sharing, expanding what you have. By expanding what you have, you are receiving it back. So it says here, say each one slowly and then pause a while, expecting to receive the gift you gave. And it will come to you in the amount in which you gave it. You will find you have exact return, for this is what you asked. It might be helpful, too, to think of one to whom to give your gifts. He represents the others, and through him you give to all. Because, and why is that working, that you're giving to all? Because we are all one. It is just that we are caught up in this idea of separateness. So we think that everybody else is separate from us. But whatever you're giving to another person, you're actually giving to yourself. Because the other person is yourself. Remember when we talked about the hand? If that is me and that is you, and I give something to you, I'm actually giving something to myself, because we are united through consciousness. I just can, at the moment in this physical experience, I cannot remember your memories. I cannot remember anybody's memories. For me to work, to live as Judith, I have to actually only have my memories for now, until the society is ready to share the memories. But we haven't reached that yet. Our very simple lesson for today will teach you much. Effect and cause will be far better understood from this time on, and will make much faster progress. Now, think of the exercises for today as quick advances in your learning, made still faster and more sure each time you say, to give and to receive are one in truth. I truly believe that this is a key lesson which you need to understand. And what I also find fascinating, this particular lesson is describing exactly what the wood element in the Chinese cosmology is standing for. So the wood element is standing for growth. It constantly rises. It's connected to the liver, where the anger is stored. And the virtue of the liver or the wood element is kindness. When we are feeling anger, though, when we're feeling anger, jealousy, envy, then we have got no access to this kindness or compassion, which is the virtue, together with the heart, the virtue of the liver, according to Chinese medicine. And this is also connected to the eyes. So vision is guided by the element of wood. When we're purging the wood element, I'm always saying it's a difficulty to give and to receive. We are not willing to give, we are not willing to share, and we are not willing to receive help from others. So that's why is kind of a stubbornness, which is guided by the liver and the gallbladder. And you know, also the bile, where we say bile comes up, I was so, but didn't really like the situation. The green, anger. And this is actually controlled by the liver. Gallbladder and liver, they belong together, no? The liver is the yin organ, and the gallbladder is the yang organ. And also in you have got the Fatima hand, the hand which is protecting of the mal de ojo in Spanish, of the bad envy of other people. So you don't want them to be angry or be envious or jealous of you, because that might provoke some crazy ideas in their mind and do things to you because they're not generous enough. No? So this is all connected with the eyes. It's connected with the vision. So to understand this correlation, to understand that if you're not willing to give, you're also not willing to receive, really, because you're holding it all to yourself. This is one of the things which we need to undo. We need to let go of not being willing to give and not being willing to receive. So for this particular lesson, I'm suggesting a wood element lesson. You can do a longer lesson or a shorter lesson, whatever suits you, whatever best time you have, but it should be definitely one which is related to the liver, which is related to the wood element, which is green. That's also why I'm wearing a green scarf today. And even if you're doing your Qigong classes with other people, even class or a yoga class with other people, remember that vision is related to the liver. That vision is related to your willingness to give, because vision is receiving what you are sending out. So you are seeing with the eyes, with the mood you are in. Right? So if you are happy, you see happy things around you. You see the beauty in life. If you're angry, you cannot see the beauty. You're looking for the negative in what is around you. So for this particular lesson, I suggest this longer class here after wood element, and here a shorter class. And here you have got the whole list of Qigong classes which you can choose from if you prefer to do a different class. Enjoy.